Skadoosh, and welcome back, Joey Moss, Bad Boy Gaming Ninjas. We have some excitement today, I must tell you. We have a lot of excitement going on today. A lot of like 3 new Planeswalkers and a really powerful something or other we'll get to in a second. But let's just break this down. Also, yes, I butchered something yesterday, but we're going to get to that in a moment as well. My apologies. So embarrassing. Probably one of the most embarrassing moments at Bad Boy Gaming. Here we go. Venerated Fire Mage, 5-drop. Man, she is like 7,000 years old. Get a load of that artwork. Legendary Planeswalker, Jaya, Yaya, you got it. If another red source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals that much damage plus 1 to that permanent or player instead. That's a pretty powerful thing. Things that are very similar to that would be like Electrostatic Field, but it has to be an instant or sorcery spell. And then Electrostatic Field deals 1 damage to each opponent. Very similar to the Goblin that does the same thing out there. It deals 2 damage instead. But it's -2. Yaya Venerated, I want to say Vinegar. Fire Mage deals 2 damage to any target. So already, because of its own ability on the card, it's going to be dealing 3 damage now to any target. Pretty nifty. Remember, if another red source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals that much damage plus 1 to that permanent or player instead. A red source you control. That's basically anything in your power. It's better than the Electrostatic Field. Yes, indeedly do it is. Very, very strong card. But for 5 casting cost, it might be just a little too steep. I mean, if you're running mono red burn or something, you're probably not going to throw this in there. Maybe a 1 of at best. I mean, maybe, I don't even know, because mono red burn is just going to change so much in this upcoming meta because there's so many new elements that can shut down mono red. It's hard to say which route you're going to want to take. But this is a really cool card. I wish it would have been maybe 4 to bring out, but then again, it might have been a little too broke then. We're going to see where it takes us. The greeting, her greeting, and what is going on with that artwork there? It almost looks like one of those gremlins from the 80s. Remember the gremlins? You guys remember gremlins? You know, crazy stuff. 2-drop, instant. Yaya's greeting deals 3, count it 3, damage to target creature. Scry 1. Basically, it's quite similar. No, it's not. It's like a lightning strike with a perk. Okay, it's like a lightning strike with an opt minus the card draw. I don't know what you want me to tell you. There's better options right now, I think. But the Scry one is kind of interesting. This card's limiting. 3 damage to target creature. What if your opponent's not even running any creatures? Then what do? I mean, this Yaya's Greeting might want to be something that's sideboarded. Lava Coil is just a better 2-drop removal. It's that simple. If you're looking to take something out, it's just better. But the Scry... That's where it's an arguing chip, all right? Not a bargaining chip, but it's an arguing chip. You know, you can argue it. You know, which one you think is better. Which one you got? Which one would you rather play? If you had to main board one or the other, what would you rather main board? Lava Coil or a Yaya's Greeting? Jaya's Greeting. I'd love to hear that one because I'm not sure what I would want to go with. Feather the Redeemed. I bow my head. Epic fail. So Feather the Redeemed, I totally butchered this. Boros Commander players rejoice. Hooray! This is true. It is a 3-drop. I'll read it one more time and explain my mistake. A lot of you caught it. Thank you. Thank you, all you Billies out there and Jimmies and Johnnies and Timmies and yeah. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature you control, exile that card instead of putting it into your graveyard as it resolves. So basically, you're going to get it back at the beginning of the next end step, which would be your opponent's next end step, etc., etc. What I realized this is that at the time I was doing it, it's just my mind kind of went to mush, and I was just throwing up any instant on the screen. And I just all right, let me just drag and drop this. This will work. Cool. Let's just go with it. You know, I got a little reckless, and I do apologize. You guys should hold me up to a higher standard. I can reach through the roof. Isn't that just insanity? I know. I just look at. Okay, no, but I should be held to a higher standard, and I do apologize for that, guys. So my mistake. But it has to be. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature you control, it has to actually say target on the card. Like target creature gets +3/+3, like Giant Growth. It would work with something like that. But something that doesn't target any of your creatures, it's not going to work with, okay? But there's an endless amount of cards Feather the Redeemed will go well with. If you'd like to see a complete list, just check out the Command Zone. They're the ones that previewed this card and did a bang-up job. 45 minutes reviewing the card. Trust me, they knocked that out of the park. Next up, we got Law, Rune Enforcer. It's a 1-drop, and I do like this card. It's a pretty cool 1-drop. Human Soldier. For 1, tap it. You tap it. Tap target creature with converted mana cost 2 or greater. That is really cool. I don't know about you guys, but there are quite a lot of creature spells that are converted mana cost 2 or greater. Basically, you can't tap down a 1-drop, is what this is saying. But tap target creature with converted mana cost 2 or greater. That is ridiculous. I mean, this is a pretty powerful card. Easily removed. It's on a 2-body. I understand that. But for the 1-drop, you bet your butt it's going to see playing limited. It may even I don't know why it wouldn't make its way into some decks. It might make its way into some. It's a human. It's a human on top of it. Humans are already powerful enough. But man, humans just got another human. I think it's good. I think it's really good. Excuse me, guys. Saheeli, Sublime Artificer, is a 3-drop. Legendary Planeswalker. Saheeli, I do like this card. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token. That's pretty legit right there. -2, target artifact you control becomes a copy of another target artifact or creature you control until end of turn. Except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. One more time. Target artifact you control becomes a copy of another target artifact creature control. Let's say you got a huge, let's just say, okay, we're just going to spit something out there. Let's say you got like a big 8/8 creature out there. And you have like a Mox Amber, okay? Or any artifact. I'm just using Mox Amber because it costs absolutely 0 to bring onto the battlefield. You can have your Mox Amber become a copy of that 8/8 until end of turn. Now you have 2 of them. That is so powerful. It's really, really cool. Or it can become a copy of another target artifact. That's nuts. Target artifact you control becomes a copy of another target artifact or creature you control until end of turn. That is really, really powerful. Pretty cool. Saheeli, Sublime Artificer, I think is a great card. 3-drop. She still kept her 3-drop appearance. I like that. Very good. Very powerful. Uncommon. Saheeli Silverwing. Here's her little pet. It's a 4-drop flyer. When Saheeli's Silverwing enters the battlefield, look at the top card of target opponent's library. It's a 2/3. Just a little pet. It's a flyer. It's a 2/3. It's not bad, though. It gives you a little bit of information, but it's nothing really too crazy. I wouldn't be writing my mom a letter about it. She wouldn't get that. Vizier of the Scorpion is a 3-drop. Zombie Wizard. This thing's pretty neat, though. When Vizier of the Scorpion enters the battlefield, amass 1, which is already pretty cool. Zombie tokens you control have Death Touch. There's more than one way to make zombie tokens. I'm just saying that. It's outside of the amass ability. There's other ways to generate them. Not a whole lot in Standard, though, but outside of Standard, there's quite a few. So as far as this card goes, I think it's pretty neat. Zombie tokens you control have Death Touch. But yeah, you would really want to be able to punish them more so with just the amass ability. But being this is a 3-drop, it's a 1/1. Anything removes this card. They should have made it a little more stronger. But then again, there are cards out there that already give other zombies you control Death Touch, and they're in the format. So really, I don't know the purpose of this whole thing altogether. I mean, it could have been like another like Lord that gave maybe +1/+1, and then like a boost, or I don't know what they were thinking with this one, honestly. I think it's a neat card. I guess it makes it so you don't have to run the Zombie Lord that's already in existence in Standard. I guess you could just use the. Why would I don't know. You guys, let me know. Fill me in the blanks. I have no idea. Davin, Hand of Control. This is a pretty cool one. He is a 3-drop. Artifact, instant, and sorcery spells your opponent's cast cost 1 more to cast. Yes, we are just going to control everything. That's right. Azorius is just mind-blowing powerful. -1 until your next turn. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to and dealt by target permanent and opponent controls. It's powerful in itself, and it only minuses 1. That is insane. Do you understand? If they have like a 20/20 creature you can't block, guess what? You can just say, no, I don't want to deal with that. And you don't take no damage from it that turn. But this is basically another form of just ridiculous control taxes. You're going to tax your opponent. You're going to tax them to death. You want to do anything, you're going to pay for it. There's going to be decks that are just straight taxing mofos out there, I'm telling you. And they're probably going to be competitive in Standard. Watch out, man. We got Ral's Outburst is a 4-drop. Ral's Outburst deals 3 damage to any target. Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the other into your graveyard. I mean, it's all right. The 3 damage to any target. I like that it deals 3 damage to any target. It better be you're paying 4. And then look at the top 2 cards of your library. Okay. Put one of them into your hand. All right. The other into your graveyard. That's not bad. 4 is kind of steep, but really you are doing quite a bit of things here with this card, to be honest. I don't think it's half bad. I wish it would have cost 3. Maybe a blue-red and a blue, or a blue-red and a hybrid red-blue. I think it would have been a little more effective there, but regardless, it's going to see some play. I think it's powerful. Is it Drake's as a build? Is this going to hit Modern? Probably not, but I mean, this will definitely, you might see 1 or 2 of in some of these Drake builds and what have you. Or Phoenix builds as well. I mean, who knows? Pretty cool. The card's pretty decent. Parhelion 2. We have the Mother of Godding Flyships. Okay, this is an 8-drop. This thing is big, man. Legendary artifact vehicle. Flying. First strike. Vigilance. Whoa. Whenever Parhelion 2 attacks, create 2, basically, Sarah Angels, 4/4 White Angel creature tokens with flying and vigilance that are attacking. To crew this sucker, it takes 4. For those of you a little fresh, tap any number of creatures you control with total power 4 or more. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. It's a 5/5. 8 is a pretty steep casting cost. I will say that. They could have made this 7, and it would have been lucky to... No, at 7, it probably would have seen standard play. But it's going to be really hard. This is more for your like fun shenanigan decks. You know, the kind of decks I like to brew, you dig? So, Parhelion, I even like the name, everything about it. It's like a flying god city ship of craziness. Is that a fist I see in the middle right there? What is that? It's like a clock tower or something. It's actually kind of hard to make out what exactly that is. But nonetheless, pretty cool. Very powerful card, very unique. It's big, it's bad. It's not going to see much play. That's sad. Next up, we have Chandra's Pyro Helix. Deuce drop. Chandra's Pyro Helix deals 2 damage divided as you choose among 1 or 2 targets. Pretty cool. I want this thing in foil already. It's hard to say. What is going on, though, with her face there? Oh, okay. This one's a little blurred. I got to see a better picture of this. Pretty cool. It's a decent ability. There's already cards out there that exist that do very similar, and they've done fairly well for the most part. So, I mean, this is a card you don't really just want to overlook. It's got some versatility to it. You know, you deal 2 damage divided as you choose among 1 or 2 targets. So you can basically shock something, or you can deal 2 damage to 2 different targets, or 1 damage to 2 different targets. Pretty cool, man. I do like it. I'm not sure how much play it's going to see, though. Balt Bend, another interesting card. This one's going to wrap it up for us. Balt Bend's a 4-drop. The spell costs 3 less to cast if you control a creature with power 4 or greater. Change the target of target spell or ability with a single target. That's not bad. So you can, you just targeted my creature. No, I'm going to target your creature. You know, it's like a deflect kind of spell, you know. You just deflect it towards another target. You can even have it blast one of your other creatures, you know, or whatever. Whatever the spell may be targeting, you can just deflect it somewhere else, as long as there's a legal target, basically, is what the text implies. Pretty cool. Let me know your guys' thoughts on these spoilers today. Which one you think's going to see a heck ton of play? I think Saheeli. It's going to be nuts, man. You better watch out for that Saheeli. It's going to be pretty sweet. I'm really excited to continue with the spoilers. I can't wait to see what else comes around. Spoiler season's still kicking and going strong, guys. If you enjoy these kind of content, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. It does help out a lot. And if you're not already subscribed to me, go to see a doctor right now. You need EMS immediately. Something is not okay. My heart goes out to you. I love you, especially you, little Billy. You know who you are. Skidink, skidink, skadoosh.